Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill, Friday the 16th of December 2022. It was an eventful day today. A couple of bad bits of news and a couple of good bits of news, and we're going to start off with the good news, and that is that the Lion Store online is back. Yes, indeed, Mill's Lion Store is back online. Now housed at shop.millwallfc.co.uk, the Lion Store website gives supporters all they need in the run up to Christmas and beyond. As well as in store, fans can benefit from 30% off all Hummel wear. Order online before Tuesday the 20th of December to guarantee Christmas delivery. Well, how much is that going to cost? Because that is kind of fine. I imagine that's probably going to be a next day delivery kind of deal, which you might have to pay extra for, but I don't know about that. 30% off all Hummel wear now. Why is that? So let's have a look and see what exactly do they have, because remember they had to buy the stock from the company Elite Sports Group's administrators. So Mill basically own this stuff now and they're selling it. Is the 30%, they're trying to make sure they sell everything so they can get that money back? Have they done some kind of deal with Hummel? I don't know. Is the deal with Hummel dead now? Basically, Coventry have said they're going to have to cut the ties with Hummel the next season. Are Mill doing the same? Which means they basically have to sell all this Hummel stuff this season, because they're probably going to have to, and it's probably going to free brand new kits next season as well, which is kind of crazy. But you can see obviously this rotating screen. They've got the Luke stuff. They've got 30% off all Hummel wear. So what do they have in stock? So let's have a little look-see and see what sizes do they actually have. Do they have everything in stock? So here are the replica kits. So they come in many different sizes. They've got mini, which I assume is for a toddler because they got the baby one, which clearly is for a baby. The clue's in the name. Then they've got adult and junior, which I imagine is for preteen. Because the adult small is kind of quite small and will fit a large child or a teenager. So let's have a look see and see what we got. So what sizes do they have? So in the home shirt, the one with the lion graphic, they are missing 3XL, 4XL and 5XL. So if you are a large and portly fella or fellaress, you are out of luck and you may have to purchase another shirt to wear. So let's have a look and see on the other shirts. Do they have sizes and all of that? Let's have a look at this away one. So again on the away one, missing a 5XL. So again, if you are the size of a minivan, you will not be able to buy one of these to wear. Maybe you might be able to wear it and buy a small and use it as a headscarf. Don't know. So let's have a look at one more and then we're going to move on. Because you can do this in your own time. You don't need to watch me doing it. Why would you want to do that? But look at the prices here. So the juniors have gone from £45 to £31.50. The adults have gone from £50 to £35. 15 quid saving. Obviously trying to get rid of this stuff. One thing to note. So obviously I don't know if they had to buy it as a job lot or they just pick and choose what they bought. No goalkeeper shirts, not one. Now back before, when Millwall used to run the club shop, they were very reluctant to sell the goalkeeper shirts because I don't think they sold very well. But the Hummel ones did, especially the black one, and they were doing them in short sleeve and long sleeve. So you can have the goalkeeper shorts, the pink one and the green one. I don't think the black one is available. But no goalkeeper shirts. So any young goalkeepers out there, or if you're 5-side goalkeeper, you're gonna have to choose another shirt to wear. But sizes do seem to be in stock for the adult ones. Just again, if the red and black one, all sizes are available. So if you're 5XL, 4XL, or 3XL, red and black is your option for you, which is not a bad option because it does look pretty good, doesn't it? Indeed. And so there you go. The Millwall shop is online. You can click and collect, so you can order this, buy that 5XL, buy it online now, and then make sure no other big fella gets it, and you can go down and collect it at the club shop when you can. So yeah, that is today's good news. The Lions store is back online, and a reminder that is at shop.millfc.co.uk. Just one thing I would note is that the gift and accessories are kind of thin on the ground, so I imagine they probably tried to save some money by not buying them. Yeah, there's your pick. Scarves and stuff. Do they have? Don't know. Scarves. I imagine in this weather you'll want a bloody scarf, wouldn't you? Just some socks again. So they've got the replica kits. It's all the other stuff that they don't really. No scarves, no ball hats. Training kits. What do they have in that? Because they look pretty decent as well, don't they? This blue one, yeah, they don't have. Look, they haven't got the shirt. They've got the quarter zip. They got the kind of cardigan jacket style, and that's about it. They don't have the top, which I probably would want to wear in this weather, not outdoors anyway. They do have the black and white polo, which is good. Pardon me, I am sick at the moment. Yes, sorry about that. I am struggling with the sickness again, which is not good. But I just wanted to say, there you go. The Lion shop is back online. Fantastic stuff. Brilliant. It took about a month, but they did it in the end, didn't they? So, let's get on to the bad news, which I imagine you probably already know about by now. That is that Luton Millwall has been postponed due to a frozen playing service. I told you in yesterday's video that they were looking for volunteers to shovel snow off the cover for the ground at Kenilworth Road. They managed to put cover down before it snowed on Sunday, and they left the snow there all this time since Sunday, which is fantastic, isn't it? It's just what you want. Leave snow there. Don't bother getting rid of it or anything. I mean, it melts a little bit, and then it freezes again. It melts a little bit, it freezes. And that's fine, isn't it? And it clearly isn't fine because the pitch underneath is frozen. The weather is still freezing. I think they might have thought that it would have got better by now. They reckon it might be raining around lunchtime Sunday. But again, it might be rain, it might be snow, a little more sleet. Don't know. So they've had to make a decision, and they've guessed, and they've taken the decision to postpone the game. This is from londonnewsonline.co.uk. Millwall's championship fixture at Luton Town on Sunday has been postponed. The Lions were set to head to Bedfordshire, but the Sky Sports televised match, which had been brought forward to an 11:30 start because some clowns thought England would be in the World Cup final. Have they not seen us play this year? The match against the Hatters will now take place due to frozen playing service at Kenilworth Road. Will not take place due to a frozen playing service at Kenilworth Road. Following a pitch inspection on Friday morning, and a forecast in advance of kick-off not being favourable, said Millwall in a statement on their website. A new date for the rearranged fixture will be confirmed once agreed. Supporters who purchase tickets for the original fixture online or by telephone or purchase coach travel will automatically be refunded, with transactions set to take 3 to 5 working days to settle. If you purchase a ticket at the Den's ticket office, then the club will be in contact with you shortly for your refund. And they can do that because if you paid cash, you still have to give your name and your card because you have to be a member or season ticket holder to get an away ticket. So that's how they can do that. If you bought the ticket with cash, then please visit the ticket office during opening hours to inquire about your refund. Please note that tickets for the original match are not valid for a rearranged game, which is kind of weird, but this is a thing that they're doing now. I don't know why. I imagine because there are people who go at weekends and they don't go to midweek games. So what? They're gonna just try and pass their ticket on to someone who isn't a member or isn't a season ticket holder. That's not ideal, especially for a game away at Luton. So I imagine I don't know if there's a new law or what, but they're just I guess because you paid for something which was an event on this day, and if it's not taking place, then you should just refund them and then resell the tickets, especially in this day and age where everything's online and stuff. It must be pretty easy to do that. So that's what they do. So come the time, you're going to have to rebuy your tickets to Luton away if you manage to get one. And it's going to be midweek, which is great, isn't it? Now, it has been cold. It's been very cold today as well. I mean, the racing at Kempton, they today on Friday night, they got the floodlights down there now. If you haven't been there for a while, they had 2 races at Kempton today, and then they abandoned the race meeting. And they're only giving people half of their ticket money back, which is a bit of a liberty, but because of freezing fog, which is the weather is bad. But is there another reason why they didn't bother shoveling the snow off before today? Because it hasn't snowed since Sunday. There hasn't even been a cloud in the fucking sky. There's been like some pressure. I don't know if it's high or low. I'm not. I watch the weather program on BBC, but I don't know basically which one is which. But there has been a pressure. So there's clouds coming across from the west, but it's been kind of bended by the pressure that's over the southeast of England, and it's going down in the channel and around us. It's not. There wasn't any clouds in the sky since Sunday, basically. So it hasn't even threatened to snow. So the fact that they waited until they asked for volunteers to come in on Saturday morning to shovel off the snow, which is a bit weird. Like, what are the grounds crew there doing? Are they doing anything? They could have been working on it day by day by day and just taking some of the thing off. Because here's the thing: snow is an insulator, and it not only insulates something in terms of it will insulate the coldness. So if the pitch underneath is frozen, it will stay frozen if the snow's on top of it. Because the snow will have a thermic reaction where it rebounds anything heat that's on it. Because it's white as well. So any sunshine that hits on the snow will hit the snow and then bounce back off, and there will be no heat coming through. And not only that, but if there is a little bit of heat above freezing, the top layer of snow, I don't know where you are, but around here, no one's cleared any fucking snow. It's still lying around, and if you touch it, if you pick it up, you can see it's not really snow anymore. It's kind of like a slushy. It's like ice. It still looks like snow, but you pick it up or you step on it, and it's like a slushy. It's bits of ice that's masquerading as snow. And that's because it melts and refreezes and melts and refreezes. So when the sun does it here, it melts a little bit. It melts the cover of it because, like I said, because it's white, it reflects the sunshine. It does melt a little bit of it, but then that thin layer of water on top will then freeze again. And that's been happening all week. So them leaving the snow on the pitch hasn't done anyone any favours. Now, here's a thing that some people have suggested, and I'm not suggesting this, but some people online have suggested this. They've got a fair few injuries right now. So you can see here, this is them new manager's press conference, whatever. I'm not going to play it. But he's talking about Potsy and Woodrow coming back. So they've got players coming back from injury. They've got plenty still out injured. And if this game takes place in January, you'll imagine the first time it could take place is in the slot for the third round FA Cup replays. That midweek, it could happen there. That's 4 weeks away, so they could have another few players back. So he's talking about injuries here in his press conference that players coming back. I think they've got like 7 or 8 injured players, which I certainly hope they haven't been silly buggers here and done this. Now the weather is bad, like I said, the Kempton races has been called off, but they could have done more. They could have done more before now. They could have done more before Saturday morning when they were asking for volunteers to bring their own shovels and bring their own fucking wheelbarrows to come in and shovel the snow off of the pitch. Not only that, but this game was supposed to be on Sky Sports, so I certainly do hope they haven't done this to kind of drag their feet to try and get this game postponed in terms of this being a game on Sky, because if they start doing that, that's Mickey Mouse, and they want to watch that, because you start messing around with people like Sky, you're not going to last very long, and you're not going to make many friends in this league doing shit like that. So we will see. But very fortuitous for Luton that they managed to get a week where they don't lose. Probably fortuitous for us as well, that we get an extra week to prepare for Watford and sort ourselves out after our shocking recent run of results, where it's not been very good, has it? So we've got the Luton game postponed. Luton away. Our next game is on Boxing Day. Watford away, 12 o'clock kickoff. Still quite a fair amount of tickets for that. There are coaches laid on, but there's less coach tickets available. That's kind of limited. So that is your next fix of Millwall. But if you can, probably wait until Thursday the 29th in the evening. Bristol City at home. We definitely know that's going to go ahead because we've got Undersall Eaton, so should be good. Now, here we go again. Arsenal youth team. They've moved the game again because obviously everyone's panicking because of the weather, the frozen pitches. It's been -4 the other day. On Wednesday, was it? -4. Thursday. It was absolutely freezing. And they're worried about this game getting called off because, again, this is at Boreham Wood. If it was at the Emirates, it wouldn't be a problem, but of course they don't want to play a Poxy a youth cup game at the Emirates, do they? Why would they want to do that? They're Arsenal. Do you remember Arsenal? They used to be a well-run club. Now they've moved the game, I think, a number of times. It was supposed to be on Saturday at 7 p.m. Then they moved it to 2 p.m. So if you're just watching this now, do not go there tomorrow to Boreham Wood because they've moved it now to Monday, which is fucking ridiculous and annoying. But again, because of the weather, they've moved it to Monday. It's supposed to rain on Sunday. It's certainly going to get warmer either Sunday night, Monday morning, or certainly Tuesday. So let's read some of this. This is from dailycannon.com. Arsenal's FA Youth Cup game against Millwall has been moved again due to snowy conditions and cold weather in London this week. Arsenal's FA Youth Cup fixture against Millwall will now be played on Monday at 7 p.m. GMT. The club deciding to postpone Saturday's fixture. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal side will face Juventus in a friendly on Saturday at 6 p.m. At the Emirates, a time in which it originally clashed with the Arsenal under-18s FA Youth Cup match against Millwall at 7 p.m. GMT. The Gunners thus decided to move the game, confirming it would be a 2 p.m. kick-off on Saturday instead. But then snow hit London, with temperatures dropping below zero for the last few days. As a result, Arsenal moved the game again to Monday. The weather forecast suggests a temperature spike on Monday, going from the current lows of -5 degrees to a much more manageable 9 degrees. But that's the thing, it's coming, but they don't know when, because like I said, they've got this pressure that's over the country, and it's blocking anything else coming in from the west, which is where it's warm. The shit we got now is coming from the north, so we're waiting for that to come in and push it out of the way. But they don't know when it's going to come. It is coming, but they don't know when. That should help to defrost the pitch and get football ready, as well as avoiding potential issues with public transport fans. Yeah, because Saturday was a train strike as well, so there are no replays in the FA Youth Cup, so it's possible the match against Millwall will go to extra time and penalties. The fixture will be played at Meadow Park, and any fans attending to go will be able to get free entry, which is a good touch. But really should be at the Emirates, shouldn't it? One potential impact of rescheduling is that the likes of Miles Lewis-Kelly and Ethan Nwaneri could now join the first team for the friendly on Saturday before starting it in the under-18 game on Monday. Yes, do that. Please tire them out. Yeah, Jack Wilshere's the manager. Yeah, they moved it again. It's annoying, but actually, I don't know why I'm complaining, because I can actually now attend the game. So this is good for me. I don't know about you. Not only that, it's school holidays, isn't it? From today, I think it's school holidays. And if you're not doing anything next week, shopping, or here's the thing, if dad needs to take the kids out of the way so mum can go out and buy the presents and bring them back the kids seeing, how about having a day up at Elstree and Boreham Wood and watch the Millwall under-18s? Hopefully beat Arsenal, because that will be quite memorable, and then we will play Newcastle United away in the next round, which I believe will be played at St James's Park, so that should be interesting. So yeah, there we go, another game moved twice. Weird. The Luton game was moved twice. It was moved to the Sunday, and then the kickoff was moved. This game was on the Saturday. Then they moved the kickoff, and now they moved it to the Monday. Kind of weird, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Now, moving on to this story from LondonNewsOnline.co.uk. It's more about the young Irishman Aidomo Emakhu and what the plan for him is. So this is Aidomo Emakhu has been signed as a long-term project by Millwall. Manager Gary Rowett is not ruling out the teenager being involved at first team level this season. The 19-year-old Irishman will join on January the 1st from Shamrock Rovers on a long-term contract. Emakhu flew into England earlier this week and is already training with the Championship club. The Irie under-19 international had been linked with Wolves and Southampton, as well as Italian side Lecce. Emakhu has scored in the Europa Conference League, Europa League, Champions League, qualifying for the South Dublin club. Lions boss Rowett told the South London Press, "I'm not going to do the voice because my throat is already fucked. First and foremost, he is a signing that we have made as a club to clearly impact long term because of his age, but he's also had some good experience over in Ireland. He has scored some goals, he's performed well and played quite a lot of games. He has played quite a lot of games. He has not played quite a lot of minutes. If you saw the video that I made, and I brought up the WhoScored.com where he had his game history, he's coming off the bench and having minutes here, minutes there. When they brought him in, they gave him like halves. He had half and half of a game, like 3 games in a row. I don't know if that was like he was threatening to leave, and then they tried to play him, or if they had injuries and they needed to do something, but they did that, and then afterwards he's coming off the bench and playing like 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, things like that. So he has played a lot of games, but not a lot of minutes. So match fitness in terms of playing, starting games and playing them, probably not there yet. He's probably going to have to build that up. But in terms of what Gary Rowett was moaning about the other day, about not having someone who can come off the bench as an impact sub, well, I think here we go. This is it. This is it right here now. And you've got to think, this lad coming in, has he jumped the queue? Has he come in and jumped the queue ahead of Tyler Berry? Now, we obviously saw last season. Was it last season? This season, Tyler Berry had a bit of trouble, didn't he? For some reason, filming himself blowing up balloons and laughing, that kind of stuff. So it was a stupid thing to do, but Tyler Berry did come back and get involved and score a couple of goals and actually played quite well. He had a bit of he's had a bit of injury and sickness recently, and some of the fans have been getting on his back in the most recent game at Wigan, which is probably not fair. But you'd think, is this lad coming? Aidomo, is he coming? And is he competing with Tyler Berry for that place? Could we see Tyler Berry go out to actually start some games, which he did for Hartlepool? He did very, very well. I mean, he was absolutely brilliant for them. So you don't know. So let's carry on reading this. We've watched him quite a lot. We've watched quite a lot of him, and we think he will he will fit the way we want to play. We feel he will be a really, really good addition for our club. We don't want to put too much pressure on him and have a big fanfare that he's going to do this and that. But alternatively, we don't want to close the door to any involvement. Clearly, he's not signing to get us lots of goals and get us promotion this season. Well, you never know. But at the same time, he'll be involved straight away with the first team group. He will train with us, and he will have a development plan for him, like we do for any of the other younger players. And then we'll have to try and make sure he gets the relevant match minutes as well. That will probably be with the under 21s to start with, but like I said, it is important he comes in with the first team group and gets a chance to train, see what the level is like. We'll take it from there. It will depend on how quickly he can settle and how quickly he can find his level. Rowett handed Zach Lovelace, then 15, his debut at Coventry City in December 2021. Yeah, but personally, I think that was a bit more to try and get him to sign a contract, which he didn't have to because he was 15. He was still on the schoolboy form, so I think they were trying to like, hey, look, if you sign when you're 16, you could get in the first team here, but and right back Danny McNamara has also emerged through the academy ranks to become a first team regular. You have to look at the balance in everything, said the Lions boss. You can't just go out and sign lots and lots of young players unless your remit is to become a selling or a development club. But we don't want to be that. Why not? Why not? We want players who can grow and improve with the team, give us that real potential. We want players who are coming through our system. We want to sign experienced players as well who can give us something in the short term. A team and squad is made up of many different parts. My own experience is that the very best teams have a very nice blend of youth and experience. If we want to be competitive at the right end of the table, we always have to find that balance as well. Indeed, but why don't we want to become a selling or a development club? Say we sign this lad. We signed him. He's 19 years old. He comes in. He's probably got a 3-year deal, 2-year deal, maybe more. Probably not, but maybe. So he comes in. He takes half a season to settle in. Then start next season, he comes into the first team. Then he starts doing well. And then the teams in the Premier League start taking an interest. Maybe the ones who just got promoted for the Championship. And then they make us an offer we can't refuse. And then we get money. We get money, the player gets money, the player gets to where he wants, is the toppermost at the poppermost. The Premier League, the be all, the end all, the mighty pyramid at the top, the golden obelisk on top of the pyramid. And then we get known as a vector where people can come to us, play, even though they're young, get noticed, and get moved on. And then we rinse and repeat. We make a profit. John Berylson can get some of his money back. We can invest that money back in the team because players are willing to come now, and we can just carry on from there. What's wrong with that? But yeah, it does need to be a balance. It does need to be a blend. It can't just be that, because then one day what will happen is all of your team will be those type of players who are kind of career obsessed, agent driven, who want to come in, get noticed and move on. And it's just about chasing the bag, and then you're like, where's the heart and soul of my team gone? Because we've just had a transfer window and half the team's just fucked off. You can't be like that. But yeah, it does need to be a balance, but why not? Now moving on to this final piece, thank God for that, because my throat is killing me. 1 in, 1 out, and Maidstone for Millwall. This is the loan watch from the official site on a Friday, which is a bit weird but understandable given the crazy week that everyone's had this week. So here we go. This is Millwall Shamal also made his Maidstone United debut last week. Yeah, I told you about that. Playing in the Stones 3-2 home at Panorama National League defeat to Altrincham. The under-21s midfielder then played the full game as Maidstone suffered a loss of the game scoreline to Dorking Wanderers on Tuesday night. The Kent's outfit were 2-1 up with just stoppage time to play, but conceded the 90th and 95th minute to lose 3-2. Yeah, that's not good. And the reason why they did that, because Ryan Sanford has returned to the den from his loan spell at Maidstone after suffering a shoulder injury, whilst Joe Wright's period at Bath City has also been curtailed due to injury. Alex Mitchell and St Johnstone returned to action this weekend following the 2022 FIFA World Cup break. So here are upcoming fixtures for the two players, who are the only two loan players out now. Shamal Lawson, Boxing Day, away to Dagenham and Redbridge, kick off 3 p.m. And that's because there is a game before them. I don't know why they haven't put it, because maybe he's not allowed to play in it because they haven't given permission, because it's a FA Trophy game. It was supposed to take place on Saturday tomorrow, but they moved it to midweek on, I believe. It's probably going to be kind of weird, but I believe it's been raining up in Scotland. Well, like it always does. It hasn't been snowing. It's kind of down south where we've had all the snow. So I think it might actually be weird and kind of strange, but they might have more games on in Scotland this weekend than they do in England, because there are a hell of a lot of postponements already due to frozen pitches. And so there you go. He's set to play tomorrow away at Ross County. So there you go. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.